Welcome to Tiger Talk, your source for information about your hometown and surrounding area. Tiger Talk is brought to you by Health First, Community Health Centers, Hancocks Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Katie's, Delicious, Homemade Goodness, and Perry's, Floors and More.
The doctor is in at Health First Community Health Center. Dr. Jamie Perry is ready to care for the community, providing primary care services at 1100 South Jefferson Street here in Princeton. Dr. Perry is accepting new patients and walk-ins are always welcome. At Health First Community Health Center, we are not just another doctor's office, we are your medical home. Call us toll-free at 1-877-667-7017.
And good morning at 8:05. Welcome to Tiger Talk here on your hometown radio station, WPKY, The Tiger. And I have the pleasure of welcoming into the studios Rachael Boyd.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. It's nice to have you this morning. And Rachael is a cowgirl, and she is here to tell us about the Lone Star Championship Rodeo. It's going on this Friday and Saturday in Hopkinsville at the West Kentucky Fairgrounds, and this is a big-time event.
It is. This is the 20th year for the Christian County Cattlemen's Association Rodeo, and it's just become an event to be at. You know, it's grown each year, and the great thing is all the proceeds go to race scholarships, goes back to the community.
Yeah, and that's always a good thing when you can help these kids out that are going to school or pursuing some sort of education past high school.
That's right, because I don't think school's getting any cheaper these days, so
definitely
every little bit helps.
You got that right. As school costs go up, and these are scholarships I know for well-deserving kids that are working hard to improve themselves academically. And let's get into this great event. Friday, two big nights, Friday and Saturday night, 7:30 each night, and that's at the fairgrounds. Everybody pretty much knows where those are there in Hopkinsville as you come in off 91 or however you're getting there. And you make a right there at the four-way and head right out there toward the Indian Hills area, and it's out there on the right-hand side.
That's right, and we'll have signs out as well, directional signs, but I've been to the West Kentucky Fairgrounds. It's been there many, many years.
Yes, and hosted many events, but this one at least for the last 20 years. And let's talk about some of the exciting things folks are going to see. And what I've learned about rodeo, every time it's on TV, you seem to watch it. I've been to a few, not a major rodeo. This is kind of like a big time rodeo. Your events that you have there when you go into the fairgrounds, and we'll talk about your family and their past with rodeos. But this is not, and I don't mean to podunk rodeo. This is big time rodeo here.
That's right. This particular rodeo, we have our own association, which is Lone Star Rodeo, where we keep track all these cowboys and cowgirls that are coming are trying to win points to make it to a year-end finals.
Right.
It's also part of ours and another association, the International Professional Rodeo Association, which is based out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. So these guys, we actually we took our entries on Monday. We have coming from 11 different states.
Wow.
And even some Canadians are coming down to rodeo at this one also because it has such great prize money, which is what they're trying to win. Mm-hmm. And so that's why we have all the professional rodeo events. You're going to see the bareback saddle bronc riding, the horse bucking events, calf roping, steer wrestling, and team roping for the cowboys. The cowgirls, we have the cowgirls breakaway roping, barrel racing, and, of course, everybody's favorite, the bull riding.
Yeah, the Brahma bull riding, that's good stuff.
That's right.
Those Brahma bulls have those big old humps on their back, don't they?
That's right. Those guys are a little bit more crazy, daredevil adrenaline junkies, but yes.
I'm telling you. I mean, that's one of those where, man, that is an adrenaline rush, I would guess, to get on the back of one of those.
That's right. People think, 8 seconds isn't that long, but,
it's a lifetime.
When you're sitting on the back of one of those guys, weigh 1,200 pounds, it goes by fast.
It certainly does, and some of these special attractions that are going to be there are pretty cool, and they're mainly for the kids, but you're going to have a best dressed cowboy and cowgirl.
We will. Before the rodeo kicks off each night, so around 7:15, we'll have a couple events where the kids can come out to the arena floor. We'll do a kids gold rush, which is basically, we call it a Western style Easter egg hunt. So we'll have a tarp out there with some straw, and we'll put money and prizes, and they can kind of dig around, and what they find they get to keep. And then we'll do a best dressed cowboy and cowgirl contest. If you got them dressed up, in their best cowboy outfit, or we even have a souvenir stand. I'll have some hats and some things there for them, and just lets them get a chance to get out on the dirt, and then make the clowns and the bullfighters, and can get some pictures taken and make them feel like they're part of the show.
Awesome. And then, of course, you got authentic chuck wagon racing.
We do. That's something very unique that we've done for many years. You won't see that in rodeo in the East Coast. They do it out west. These are actual wooden wagons with fiberglass wheels. They're made by Amish, the wheels, and they are 2 horse teams pulled, and we race them head to head.
Wow.
So it's kind of something fun we do. It's kind of a friendly competition between our great elite sponsors. We'll put one sponsor name on one and the other.
Then you get them, and
that's
they're going
right.
at it.
And then you race them head to head, and you can cheer for your favorite one.
And I guess there's a lot of pride in who wins.
It is.
Well. Yeah.
That's true. They get bragging rights for the year.
That's awesome. And another highlight of the rodeo is always the clowns.
Yes.
And you've got a 2-time rodeo clown in Barrelman, Mighty Mike Wentworth. That's going to be one of the clowns there.
He is a favorite. He has the ability to just let loose. And, we say that if you're ages 3 to 103, you're going to find something that you like. But the great part about Mike is, he lets you just kind of let your hair back, have fun. He's going to keep you entertained. He's kind of in between those events that keep you, going, that don't, say necessarily if maybe you didn't like that one event, that's okay, because, in about 10, 12 minutes, we're going to have a different one. You might find something else that you like.
And that's what's really cool, I think, about the rodeo. Even if you've never been to one and you're hearing this stuff, it's entertaining.
It is.
It
and
draws
the great
you in.
thing about rodeo is it's all live.
Yeah.
So even if you came one night, and think, well, I've seen it all, I don't want to come back the next. We might have the same events, but they're totally different riders. And with it being with live animals, it's unrehearsed.
You never know what's
the
going to
horse or
happen.
bull exactly could do something totally different and make the show completely different. So there's always something fun to see.
There's no doubt about it. It's exciting, and it'll like I said, it'll take your breath away to watch a guy, get on a bareback horse or the saddle bronc or one of those Brahma bulls. Even steer wrestling, what you do, your calf roping. That's
right. The athleticism, and it becomes, a team in those timed events, with the rider and their animal, their horse, and it's kind of like any other sport. Practice, makes it go better, but sometimes you can practice all you want, and it may not go that way. So you just kind of have to adapt.
It's exactly right, and you have to be. You can't be out of shape really and do this stuff.
It doesn't help. No.
No. You might say, well, that's a big old cowboy up there, and he might, like an extra, hamburger or something sitting around the fire, but you got to be pretty athletic to get off and do that and be in some sort of shape, and you probably got to be pretty strong too. So
that's right.
There's some really great events here. Of course, you guys have a website and all that stuff. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and maybe get into the details of admission and those kind of things. I also want to talk about the Folks family in Crofton. That's your family, and you've got a long history of rodeo. We'll talk a little bit about that when we come back as well, and get folks fired up and ready to go. It's the Lone Star Championship Rodeo this weekend, Friday and Saturday night, 7:30 each night at the West Kentucky Fairgrounds in Hopkinsville. At 8:12, we're going to take a break here on Tiger Talk. Rachael Boyd is our guest, and she's a cowgirl, and she will be in the events doing some breakaway roping, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll be back just a second on Tiger Talk on your hometown radio station, WPKY The Tiger. Hancocks Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancocks makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouth-watering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancocks, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancocks Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown, homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancocks Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Since 1978, Perry's Floors and More has been selling, installing, and servicing homeowners throughout Western Kentucky with quality flooring and workmanship. Perry's Floors and More carries luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, carpet, window treatments, and more. Quality brands like Mannington, Shaw, Tarkett, Beaulieu, and Flexitech. There is a reason why we say you can walk on our reputation. Come see Bill and Lucy at 127 West Market Street or call 270-365-9869.
And we are back on Tiger Talk at 8:14. Rachael Boyd is our guest, and Rachael is a cowgirl. She's here with the Lone Star Championship Rodeo. And Rachael, 2 big nights, Friday and Saturday. Let's talk about ticket prices, how you get tickets, and those sort of things if you want to go to the rodeo.
Yeah, so if you can get a chance to get your tickets early, today until 5 p.m., we will have an advanced ticket price. The adults are only $10, and children ages 4 to 12 or 8. You can get those online at LoneStarRodeoCompany.com, or if you're in Hopkinsville, you can run by the TSC Tractor Supply or Planters Bank on the Boulevard or on Main Street.
Yeah, and we've given away some. We've got tickets for Friday nights only. We'll be giving away more of those here on WPKY, so be listening for your chance to win. Of course, we have a football game over there, so the good thing about that, be a lot of Caldwell County folks over there watching the Jerry Claiborne Bowl, and still early enough to get out there Friday night.
That's
if you're
right.
already over there, because the rodeo starts at 7:30. You may not get there right at time if you stay for the whole football game, but if you're over there, it might be something you can do after the game. The night's still young. Why not?
Exactly,
Right?
yeah, and we always do the bull riding last,
Yeah,
so that's everybody's favorite event. So.
Yeah, so you can take in a football game, and then, of course, there's another whole night on Saturday, August 18th, and each night it starts at 7:30. And this says, the flyer says credit cards now accepted at the gate, so
That's
you can
right.
just walk right up right then and get your tickets as well if you don't get them in advance.
That's right. And if you weren't able to grab a meal at the game, don't worry. The Cattlemen's Association does their great ribeye steak sandwiches and all beef hot dogs.
About the food.
Oh yeah, definitely have plenty of food on hand.
That's my favorite part of any event.
Me
like
too.
This. And,
Me too.
I know those cattlemen. They're not going to be serving chicken there.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. All beef.
Yeah. So you can get you a good ribeye sandwich there, and
That's
hot
right.
dog, and probably a hamburger.
Oh yeah, they'll have it all. All candy, chips.
Might even find you a funnel cake flying
That's
around
right.
there somewhere. So that's good stuff. And of course, to put on one of these events, you have to have lots of sponsors, and obviously a lot of folks pitch in and help make this possible, as providing the gate. I'm sure provides the money for the scholarships, but it takes a little bit to get one of these productions
That's right.
going.
We have a great group of elite sponsors. There's really too many for me to list, but
Right.
they know who they are, and they're wonderful people. And we have, even Adamine sponsors, but we've been selling program book sales. So.
Right.
No amount is too little for this event. Everything you buy in the concession stands and the gate is all going, to those scholarships. And we'll award 5 great recipients Saturday night. We'll pay out over $10,000 in scholarship recipients.
And you'll do
there,
that on
so
Saturday night?
We will. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that an application process?
It
Yeah.
is. It is. You can follow the Cattlemen's Association Rodeo has a Facebook page.
Okay.
They'll post next year when it's applications are taken and things, but it's not a hard process at all. Basically just fill it out and send it in, and good to go.
Who's eligible for those scholarships? Is it regional? Is it
Any,
just countywide?
yeah,
Or?
nope. Any kid in high school that is wanting to pursue college. And it can be community college, it can be, 4-year college, it doesn't matter. And that has some kind of background in agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if
So
you're out
any
there
kind of
listening,
student,
get on, and you said there was a Facebook page.
It
Cattlemen's
is. It's
Facebook
Christian
page?
County Cattlemen's Lone Star Rodeo,
Okay.
I think.
And then, of course, they would have to do that for the next year.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, let's talk here a little bit. The Folks family out of Crofton, Kentucky. That's your family.
It is, yes.
And you say rodeoing now for 69
This is
years.
our 69th year in the rodeo business. It's all been family owned and operated ever since day one. My grandfather, he came from West Texas and Marfa, Texas, and moved to Middle Tennessee. Ran the rodeo for a long time. Then my dad took it over. He ran it for over 40 years. He's actually the one that moved us from Middle Tennessee to Christian County to Crofton. And we've been there for almost 15 years now. And I'm a transplant into Princeton, but
tell us your Princeton ties. That's always important to do.
I'm married to Bradley Boyd in Princeton, and so that's how I got over here. But we travel all over the country. We start in January, and we go almost every weekend, through the end of August into September. And so, we go to Maryland and Virginia and all over. We've been to the Dakotas. That's what we do, is put on rodeo. So it's really special for us to be able to come back and do it in our hometown, and provide everybody with what we do when we go out everywhere else. So it really means a lot, and we're looking forward. Next year will be our 70th year, so we're going to hit it strong.
That's
for
fantastic.
Sure.
What a family tradition that is, and it is family.
It is. Everything you see there, I have a brother and a sister, and both their families are a part of it. My niece she's one of the added attractions, the trick riding and Roman riding. You'll see her. She's 10 years old and goes to UHA in Christian County, and my nephew does as well. And when we say family, we really mean it. It takes all of us to do it.
No doubt about it. And the cool thing about that too, with your traveling and the rodeo, you have other families and extended families all over this country, and it's pretty neat.
Exactly. That our rodeo clown, Mike Wentworth, he's originally a Kentucky native out of Louisville, but now he lives in South Carolina with his family. But basically, he's been around with us, 15, 16 years. So his family, he has kids, and mine have grown up together, so it really is one big family.
It is one big family, and it's really, really cool. And for you all, these scholarships that they raise money for, like I said, and Rebecca was telling us, these are scholarships that any kid that has pursuing a higher education in the agricultural field. Again, it could be a community college degree, it could be a 4-year degree, something in agriculture. They encourage you to get on.
You just have to have an agriculture background. Some of our recipients, they're pursuing accounting or anything in that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. If they kind of have some kind of ties to agriculture, maybe we're in FFA, something of that nature.
Right. 4-H
exactly.
Like that.
Sign up and definitely take advantage of it.
That's awesome, and that is at the Christian County Cattlemen's Association Facebook page.
Yes.
Where they can find that information and application. And, of course, the Lone Star Rodeo, the Championship Rodeo, 20 years now benefiting these scholarships. 7:30 each night, Friday and Saturday, beginning this Friday night. And, Rebecca, have we left anything out here?
I don't think so.
Any
Thank
questions?
you so much.
Yeah, any questions? If you're interested about all this stuff, there are several phone numbers. We've got a flyer here we'll post to our Facebook page as well. And again, listen for your chance. I've got a few more of those tickets, giving away some for Friday night session only. But hey, if you got the football game over there at the Stadium of Champions, then you can when the game's over, you can head on over to the fairgrounds on your way out of town and have a good time at the rodeo. Thank you so much. You all have a safe event and a fun event this weekend, and we hope you will see lots of folks out at the Lone Star Championship Rodeo at the West Kentucky Fairgrounds, Friday and Saturday, 7:30 p.m. We hope to see you there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Rachel. I don't know why I called
You're
Rebecca.
fine.
That's Rachael Boyd. She's our guest. She's married to Bradley Boyd here in Princeton, and Wayne Boyd and all that good group out there. But she is a cowgirl, and you can see Rachel, are you going to be in Friday's night?
I'm actually performing Friday night.
Okay,
so
she'll be
Bradley and I
doing cowgirl breakaway roping.
That's right.
On Friday night, you'll see her niece there, and most of her family will be there at the Lone Star Championship Rodeo Friday and Saturday, 7:30 West Kentucky Fairgrounds. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to wrap up this edition of Tiger Talk on WPKY The Tiger 822. My thanks to Rachael Boyd for being here, and we hope you will join us. Hey, tomorrow it's not Tiger Talk. It will be Gator and DT. Tri-Shoes Tiger Sports Talk in the morning at 8 o'clock. And stick around because Todd Griffin will be in studio here in just a little bit at 9:03 for the Sideline Report, brought to you by the Times Leader. You Ride, also ABC Finance and Bashir Sawmill. Chris George will be our guest. We count down our top 5 songs of the 80s as well and be talking lots of sports on WPKY The Tiger. Stick around. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening to Tiger Talk, your local source for information about your hometown. Tiger Talk has been brought to you by Tiger Talk this morning, brought to you by Health First Community Health Centers,